and dilute who. I live in Whoville, who are you?
We don't need the last part anymore. Hello. Welcome back. I mean, it's been probably NFL season since we last did a stream, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's been a minute.
Long time.
Well, if you don't know who we are, I know like YouTube, we got like a extra 1,000 subscribers since we last went live.
Heyo.
I'm Zach Bruner, Trevor Land in the middle. PBP is an inside joke for us and Luke Reimer on the right. And this is 3 of the 4 people for Lombardi Sweep, a Packers podcast by Flurry Sports. And if you haven't checked us out yet, or if you've been around with us for a long time and follow our stuff, just so you know, we have a new website called Let's Go Wisconsin as well. That's letsgowi.com for all Wisconsin sports, Wisconsin culture stuff. We got obviously we got Wisconsin Badgers, Packers, Buck stuff on there, but we also got Culver's taste test, Quick Trip taste test. We're going to be doing some streams with stuff like that as well. I want to do like Wisconsin music stuff. I know I talked to Luke about that a little bit. Anything and everything Wisconsin we plan to do over there. And that includes a Packers mock draft every single Monday. And we are going to be doing them live here. We'll see how seriously we take them, just because we're doing this on Pro Football Focus. And the Pro Football Focus mock draft simulator isn't that good of a simulator, I would say. Their information's pretty dog shit, especially in March. We are about a month out from the draft, and they have people going in the 7th round that are probably 4th rounders. They have 5th rounders that I can't imagine will be drafted. So there's a lot of, we'll call it variability here. I'm not sure how strong of a estimate it's going to give us. But to start, I think the first round is okay. I think they do a decent job with the first round. So we'll cruise through these, but for this first one, I want to just do like a slow version, just so we know who Pro Football Focus is thinking is going to be drafted in the first round, essentially. And that should give us a idea going forward here. Anything you guys want to say before we just jump into this, though?
Let's jump right into it. Check out Let's Go Wisconsin.
Definitely do that. So I have it relatively slow. Okay. So they have Will Levis going number 2. See, I don't think that's very accurate, but whatever. First wide receiver off the board at 10. That's pretty similar to last year. So see, Quentin Johnston fell to us at 15. If this is the situation, we would be unbelievably lucky, and I feel like there's 0 chance we could pass over him. I don't see him dropping that far. But in my opinion, we should take him here, right?
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, I think there's a chance he's the best wide receiver in the draft.
Yep, I agree.
So, even though Big 12 wide receivers usually are dog shit, but he's pretty solid. But yeah, then we'll just look over the first round here just to see where people are going. It's a 31 pick round 1 because Miami forfeited their pick by talking to Tom Brady and not signing him.
Classic.
That was good on them. Yeah, Tom Brady did it again. So, just looking at this, is there anything that kind of jumps out at you other than Will Levis at number 2?
For me, Kincaid going at 27 to the Bills is interesting. I don't know much about his blocking, but it seems like an interesting draft pick, seeing they have plenty of weapons, and they still have Dawson Knox under contract, I think.
Yeah. I can't imagine Kincaid falls to 27. I feel like, they have the Chargers taking Michael Mayer here. I feel like they would go Kincaid over Michael Mayer. I guess I don't know who would take him after that. Maybe the Jaguars. Giants obviously just traded for Darren Waller. Cowboys probably would go tight end.
Yeah.
So they don't have Dalton Schultz anymore.
Yeah.
This is interesting to me. If Brian Branch falls to 29, he might be my favorite player in the draft. I love Brian Branch so much. He's so good at football. And like I really want the Packers to take him. I am 95% positive that if the Packers take him, they're not going to use him correctly. So
Well, true.
I'm a little worried about that. Like I feel like we draft him and force him to play deep half or something. Whereas he should probably be a nickel. What is going on?
Yoo-hoo.
We lost you for a few seconds there.
That's so weird. Is this the first? Okay. Internet never drops, and then all of a sudden we do a stream here, and then it drops. That's cool.
What?
Ryan Daniel in the chat though says he loves mock drafts, even though they are always way wrong.
True.
Yeah, especially in March.
It's the same thing as like filling out a bracket.
True.
But what stuck out to me is if you scroll up a little bit.
Yeah, let me get the page back up.
The Lions are going with an obvious downgrade at running back there, right? With Bijan Robinson after getting rid of Jamal Williams.
And they got David Montgomery. So that would be
right.
DeAndre Swift, David Montgomery, Bijan Robinson. I mean, that's a Lions move. I respect it. Lions are another one who could probably take Kincaid, some tight end. Even though they do have what's that guy's name?
Zylstra.
Brandon Zylstra. Yeah. Brandon, the legend.
The brothers.
Shane and Brandon, yeah. Jack Campbell is like the most Iowa player of all time, which kind of makes me want to take him. I mean, Lucas Van Ness is pretty Iowa as well. He's really good. If the Packers take Van Ness, I have zero issues with that pick.
Jazz hands.
This is insane, man. Do you hear me?
Yeah,
we got you.
Every time you click out of the mock draft, we get you back.
Really? Okay, let's see if I freeze again. Let's do this.
Okay.
So I'm here. I'm over here. I'm moving this around. And then I'm back here. Did I drop?
No.
Is Christian Gonzalez, is he that good, a 6'5", 6'7" guy? I guess I've heard of Forbes, Devon Witherspoon, Joey Porter Jr., but he is kind of not been talked about as much until recently, so I'm wondering if that's legitimate there.
I think he's really good. He's really versatile, in my opinion. Like, I think you can move him around. He didn't start at Oregon, right? Trying to find where he's really good. I'm just trying to think if his story is the one in my mind that I am giving to him. Yeah, he played at Colorado, then he went to Oregon. Like, he's good, but I don't think he's like top 6 good, in my opinion. But whatever. I think the Lions are going to go Jalen Carter there.
I was going to ask, do we think Jalen Carter falls out?
I mean, I don't think so. I think it was Dan Campbell was talking about him. Some coach was talking about him. I think it was Campbell who liked him. So
it'd be great.
I would think he would do that. I wish the Lions would go like an Anthony Richardson or something and make it interesting. But Dan Campbell's too loyal to do that.
Hell yeah.
And they don't really need a wide receiver anymore. Lions are interesting. They're kind of set.
It's crazy to say that, huh?
Yeah, they just need defense, I guess. They need a linebacker. Bad.
Putting Rodrigo down like that.
Yeah, he can't do it by himself. Give me another Rodrigo, and then we'll talk about the Lions.
They got Anzalone. They're fine.
God. What a terrible football player.
It'd be great if Jalen Carter fell to 15.
Would it?
Yep.
I've been going back and forth about what the Packers are going to do. My gut feeling is that we take another Georgia player. in the first round. And I don't think I can handle it. It's not just we're taking Georgia players, because that's usually a good thing. Like, we're taking bad Georgia players.
Right.
We look at the best Georgia player available, and then we take the next best at that position.
Also, it's hilarious that people are talking about, like, Eric Stokes isn't starting, but it's okay because he wasn't healthy last year. This is his third year. He should be starting as a first-round pick, but nope.
Well, he is, essentially. He's starting. It's not good that he's starting, but he's the starter. But yeah, he's going to start. What the Packers should probably do, in my opinion, like, if they draft Brian Branch, I think they can make him a nickel, and then I would move Rasul Douglas back to safety, and then you're praying Stokes is fine. Like, you can't give up on Stokes because they invested too much in him, unfortunately. But he ain't it.
He ain't it.
Like,
what if we traded Stokes for a GM though?
That's fine. I'll trade him for anything. I don't really care. He's worthless to me. He's fast, but who cares? Okay. So we kind of know what's going on. We can turbo this one, go through it faster. What I'm going to do.
Are you going to make that
because
Jets trade?
Yeah. So I'm going to go with what I've been hearing, and I think it's the most realistic. So I think it's the second. I think it should be a conditional pick. If it's not a conditional pick, then we may be sending the Jets back a conditional pick. So I'm just going to call it this second round pick. This second round pick doesn't matter since we're not drafting right now anyways, but that's what I'm going to call it. And then we'll go with Corey Davis.
Hey.
Corey Davis reunited with Matt LaFleur. What a good reuniting. Last time they played together, they were on a very bad team. So that'll be great. And he's on the last year of his deal. It seems too obvious that the Jets are going to trade him at this point now, because they could have cut him and saved $11 million, and they didn't do it for some reason. And I think it's just to give the Packers somebody. So yeah, we're just getting that second round pick here. But yeah, I'll just cruise through this and see what's up. Okay. So Quentin Johnston went just before us. Skoronski was the weird player to fall in this one. Like, he's not going to be there. That makes me like, I don't want to take him in this mock draft because it's so unrealistic.
Take Brian Branch.
But okay. If presented with this, though, I'd go Skoronski. But
agreed.
Yeah. Okay. Brian Branch. We got a nickel or a safety. He's an upgrade either way. If you've been reading a lot of my mock drafts, I've been going Luke Musgrave quite a bit right here. Obviously, he got drafted here. Yeah. So, I mean, I love Steve Avila. Nathaniel Dell, I think. Oh, Josh Downs fell too.
Yeah.
What do you think about Josh Downs, Luke, since you're a Tar Heel fan?
I love him. I think he's a guy, especially with what the Packers have right now, because I don't know about what you guys think, but Watson to me is still kind of the run, take a safety away right now kind of player, using for his speed as opposed to him being a real wide receiver. Romeo Doubs, you don't know what the hell you're going to get out of him. I think Josh Downs is a guy who can go up for balls. He gets open, man. He almost gave Drake May a Heisman this year. So I'm all in on Josh Downs, and I'm sure I'm biased on it, but I like him. I think he's big, physical, and he can get open.
Yeah, I think he's good too. This is the first time I've actually seen him fall to this pick doing mock drafts. It's not unrealistic. It's just the first time I've seen it. So I've gone actually Nathaniel Dell a few times, but they would play like a similar role, and I think Downs is better. Like, they would play that slot role, and then we could have Dobbs and Watson on the outside probably. Steve Avila is a super twitchy, super strong, versatile guard. Like, I would love to put him at guard, and then the Packers could put Probably Jenkins to tackle, even though that's not his best position. That's an option, I would say. If we didn't go Branch, I really do like Antonio Johnson as that another versatile safety, actually. Sam Laporta, obviously, we know Iowa tight ends. He's another do-it-all sort of tight end. He's good. Packers don't need Joe Tippmann, but he is the dude. Love him. But what's your guys' thoughts?
I think if
A
Downs
couple good
falls
edge
to you,
rushers here too. I just don't think we should do it. But
I
yeah,
think
what?
if Downs falls to you, you have to take him. I like Forbes, but I mean, I don't think he's. I mean, if you have this presented to you, it's got to be Downs.
Luke, you are agreeing, I'm guessing?
Sure am. You know I want receivers.
Cool. Weird concept.
It's crazy for like receivers drafting receivers now. Like when you plan it, you like can't think that the quarterback's going to throw them open. Through like the last 15 years, I've always thought just get a receiver. Rodgers can make him good. That's not a thing anymore.
No, no, it is not. So we actually need talent now.
You're right.
We need people who can beat man coverage. Fun stuff. After that trade, now we're on the Packers' original second-round draft pick here at 45. So essentially the same draft board ahead of us. Again, Uzama here from K-State's actually a really good edge rusher. Rashawn Gary may not be available at the start of the season, so I think it's on the board for the Packers. Again, Avila's great. Johnson, we don't need him for this draft, but I do like him in this spot as well. Are you guys thinking offense or defense?
Do you think I would guess an edge rusher, right?
I think it's possible. I have no idea what the Packers would be thinking if they feel like they need to increase their depth at edge. I think it's always a good thing. I just don't know how they feel about it. Because like last year they added what in the 5th round at edge?
Yes. Yeah.
They waited a while.
Yeah, but I mean, like, right, the most pressing needs are what? Defensive line, tight end, whatever. Are there any tight ends that scream to you right now, or would you rather go a defensive lineman? I think defensive lineman.
I mean,
Laporta.
Yes, Laporta would be. He's going to go around this area, I would say.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't mind him.
Trevor, what's your thoughts?
Yeah, I'm thinking Kansas State edge. It seems to me, now this isn't really backed by anything, but it seems to me like the Packers love kind of writing a narrative. They love that defense narrative. Let's be honest, if the Packers take 2 out of 3 defensive guys, they're going to love that. Fans are going to eat that up. You have an edge. I think they can take them.
I bet you made a great point.
You did.
Okay. So edge.
Yeah.
So stupid. Pro Football Focus messes with my computer so bad. I'm getting flashbacks to last year. Yes, Uzama's the best edge. We'll go him. 3rd round pick. Now, this is the area where the Packers throw all logic to the side. Do we want to do a realistic draft pick, or do we want to pick a good player?
I think we should pick a good player.
I want to pick Tanner McKee, but that's just me. So
yeah, maybe we should go another running back.
Give me Tank. Oh, that would be such a round 3 Packers pick, or Luke Shoemaker. Oh man,
I'd be so angry. Nathaniel Dell's another good slot receiver. I talked about him before. Jamie Robinson, again, if we didn't go safety to start, him and Jordan Battle are really good. Robinson's that hybrid sort of safety, in my opinion. Again, Battle's more of a 2 high. He's an older prospect, so I almost wonder if the Packers don't want that. But he's like day 1 starter, super solid. Immediate upgrade as well. Ahomo is probably the best run stopper in the entire draft, in my opinion. Colby Turner, it's too early for him, but he is a psycho on the inside as well. More of a pass rusher, though.
I like psychos.
Hey, can we take Hendon
Yeah.
Hooker? He just got picked. Too bad. Best player off the board.
Jesus. He is not going to last till the third round.
Till the third?
I can see. Yeah, no shot. Like, there's a chance he goes first. He's probably a second round pick. There's no shot he's a third rounder.
If the Vikings take him, I'm going to be really mad.
Really quick, just jumping in the chat. Looks like we have a great opportunity there in the last message. But to answer Lamar Jackson, I'm guessing that's what LJ is there.
James.
Where do we see Green Bay in the NFC North this year, assuming Aaron Rodgers is out?
Maybe
I would guess the Packers are second or third in the division. Like, I think the division's bad.
Yeah.
So
I was exactly with you. I was going to say maybe even the exact same finish as last year.
Right.
Like Vikings, Lions, Packers, Bears.
Like, I think the Vikings are going to be bad. They weren't good this year.
No.
So, like, I think their record's going to be significantly worse. I think the Lions are probably the most solid, assuming the offensive line stays intact. That's the most important part of their entire team, obviously. Bears suck.
Horrible.
I'm really interested to see the Lions without Jamal. Like, Jamal was the guy they used to punch it in. Like, do we really think DeAndre Swift's going to be able to do that?
David Montgomery.
Yeah,
I'm just not sold on Montgomery in a Lions uniform. I like him as a player, but I just see him turning into a Reggie Bush somehow.
I mean, Justin Jackson was good for the Lions last year. It's going to be fine. I think losing Jamal Williams it's okay. I think the locker room is going to be a little happier as a result to get him out of there. He's something. Constructive has a promotion of our channel. That sounds good. Price is lower than any competitor. That's pretty crazy.
How
incredibly
about this?
flexible.
How about this? How about constructive? How about you show us what your product looks like? Give us show us what that is.
Nope. I'm sold.
Promote us, and then if we like it, then we might be interested.
Sorry, I'm the decision maker here, Trevor. Send me your address. I'll email you, or I'll mail you a blank check. Just write in the stuff. Derek Waller on YouTube. Agree with us on second or third. Don't take
in the division.
Tank or Dell. Yeah, we're not going to take Tank. Don't worry. Dell. I don't mind Dell. Given the draft we've had so far, I wouldn't take him. But in terms of value on this pick, actually, I kind of like him. But yeah. Personally, I don't mind pairing Branch and Jordan Battle together. It gives us the ability to put Branch in that safety role. We could have Battle at one of the safeties, or Branch in the nickel role, the star role there, and then we have Battle at safety. And we could move Douglas to safety as well. Like, that's where I would lean personally.
Well, everything you said makes perfect sense. We need to understand this is the third round of the Packers draft, so they're going to take Tucker Croft from South Dakota State. So if we really want to be legitimate, got to take a white tight end.
I understand Goot went to lacrosse, but he feels like a South Dakota State guy to me.
Sure does.
Yeah, I feel like that's where he's from, even though I know he's not. Okay, I'm taking Battle. I'm guessing Pro Football Focus is not going to like that draft pick, but I live in reality, so. Oh, Jesus. Okay. Best run stopper in the game here.
Psycho.
Best one of the best interior pass rushers with Turner. Fehoko is actually a really good, productive edge rusher. I don't think he's seen very much talent on the other side of him, but he played really well. I think he's actually really good.
Doesn't matter. He's Mountain West, baby. They produce nothing but NFL talent.
Zach Kuntz, man, he's a fucking stud.
Love that.
6'8" tight end that can move.
Oh, yes.
Yes, he's awesome.
Yeah, we want him.
Noah Sewell. Try to bribe Panay to come over. Okay, so what's your guys' thoughts? A lot of talent on the defensive side of the ball here, it looks like.
I think the interior run stopper's got to be. The Packers, I don't think would ever make that pick, but that's what they need badly.
Yeah, I don't know. We don't really scout Texas players very much, but this is a logical draft pick.
Shout out Vince Young.
Yeah, gone too soon.
Right.
Edge rusher still available here. Moreno Cropper is an extremely versatile wide receiver who can play that slot as well.
Mountain West.
True. He's really good actually. Otherwise, not a ton here.
Realistically, like if the Packers were here, I think they're taking Moreno Cropper 10 times out of 10. Fresno State, like not even a joke, like Mountain West guy. The narrative there is, going wild. Plus, if they did have this draft, they would have taken defense a lot of picks in a row.
Yeah, I love Moreno Cropper. He's been a staple in all of my mock drafts that I've written up on Let's Go Wisconsin and Flurry Sports. So,
hey, can somebody tell me why the Packers need quarterback? We have Jordan Love, future 6-time MVP, so I'm a little confused.
That's a good point.
It's a good question.
That's a good point. You know what's gonna make the only thing that could make this offseason worse is what the experts on like ESPN and all that are saying now, and that's that Matt Ryan's the best backup available for the Packers. If we have a quarterback group of Jordan Love and Matt Ryan, you're not going to see me for the year.
That's the most bland quarterback room of all time.
Oh God, I hate it so much. Okay, 5th round here. Still, we have no 6th round pick. Best available, Fahoko. It's not really close.
What about our 6'8" tight end? When is he going? Or is he gone?
He's gone.
Oh.
I think. He's not still here, is he? No.
Did he go around earlier? Probably.
Oh, was that 2 rounds ago we talked about him?
Yeah, we talked about him.
Yeah. Went 130 to Buffalo.
Good pick from Buffalo.
Yeah, just what they needed. Okay. So yeah, personally, I'd be going with the Spartan here. But what's your guys' thoughts?
I
don't mind Zavala either, but
I like the Spartan.
Packer fans will not like Zavala. And I would assume.
Hey, I agree with Derek, by the way. I like Max Duggan for backup.
Sure. I've been getting in mock drafts a lot. I don't think it's going to happen. I've been getting Stetson Bennett in the 7th round like we got right here. And if this presents itself, I don't know how we don't do it.
100%.
Might as well.
He's a winner.
He's a winner. He's from Georgia. The only issue would be him outperforming Jordan Love in
it's all right.
Training camp.
Now take Aiden O'Connell.
What do we...
Controversy.
Oh, wait. Where's that full... There he is. Hunter Lukey.
Shout out to his dad, who's a fucking psycho of a man. He can drink, though.
Hell yeah.
I've been having the same basic 4 7th round picks every single time. So if we want to go like Lukey here, I'd be going Old Dominion tackle. Oh, no, he went. Wow.
Uh-oh.
Okay. I like him a lot, actually. We can get this guy with the last pick. So we have 2 picks left. Packers need to take a kicker.
Yeah.
We can't bring Mason Crosby back.
Right now.
They're not going to get drafted. So I promise you. So we'll take him with the last pick. So other players. How old is Ibrahim? Is he like 35?
I think like 43.
He's going to be like 26.
24 and a half.
That's what old I am.
Yeah, except for he's been in college for 8 years.
Get a job.
Right.
No kidding. Okay. I mean, I don't have a very strong opinion about these guys. I don't mind Travis Dye, actually. We just went.
Hold up, there's a tight end from North Dakota State that's close to South Dakota.
We don't need Gindorf. No shade to him. He is the most plain player I've ever seen in my life. He's a receiving tight end that's slow and doesn't catch passes. Like, that's how I think I would describe him.
Not great.
So he's like if Bubba Franks didn't have hands.
And was smaller.
I like this guy. I think he's the guy I saw in the combine.
Bukanakua? I mean,
Yeah.
sure. Maybe we can pair him with Zach,
Downs.
whatever.
Derek is saying Penn State tight end.
Brenton Strange, is he related to Cole Strange? Sure. Why not? We need a Big Ten player here.
Heck yeah.
And we'll take another one because...
Oh, look, Will Mallory's gone.
Best kicker in the draft is Jake Moody.
Yeah.
Oh,
That would actually be nice. I'd like that.
It'd be great.
we should have drafted Dicker last year.
Yeah.
Or
We should
Poe. That would have been cool.
we should have drafted Cheeseman 2 years ago.
Yeah.
I mean,
That's a heck of a draft.
yeah, it's not very realistic, some of the players that dropped, but if this was the draft class, I'd be very happy.
Mm-hmm.
So we got our nickel / star role shored up with Brian Branch. That's how I would do it. I wouldn't put him at safety, but that's just me. We got our slot with Downs. Uzama is probably a contributor to start the year, like a starter to start the year. With Gary out hurt. We got Battle being the other two high safety. We got Homo, early down run stopper on the inside. Moreno Cropper is just another playmaker, wide receiver that we can put mostly in the slot, I would assume. Kind of forgot we went edge rusher up there, but Fajoko's in the 5th round. There's too good of a value to pass up. Stetson Bennett, QB1. Lupke is just going to be a special teams MVP. Brenton Strange is Brenton Strange. And then Jake Moody can kick. So that's all we really need. And he can do kickoffs, which is good. Yeah. Okay, let's do one more. Is there anything specific we want to do?
Muted. I want to just go wild. Get
I just
aggressive.
want to go wild.
Do something the Packers will never do.
Trade up.
Yeah, pretty
from
much.
15. I mean, we could trade up to like 10 and take a wide receiver probably.
Trade Aaron Rodgers to the Bears for 9.
Yikes.
Okay. Well, let's start this. Let's do that Jets trade right away, and then we can figure out what we want to do. So we got Corey Davis, Aaron Rodgers. Will they accept it? No way. Okay. Do we want to trade up in the first? Is that our plan? Do we want to trade back?
Let's try trading up. See what happens.
Okay. Let's target that 10th pick. So Philadelphia. 10, 15. Let's see how far away we are if we give them our 3rd, since we're not going to use it properly anyway.
True.
Perfect.
Idiots.
Dumbasses. They're going to get the best player of all time there. Okay, so I'll leave it to you guys. Who do you prefer at wide receiver? Because we have our pick now. We got Quentin Johnson or we got Smith, Jackson Smith here, who I think both of them are very good. So do you guys have a preference between those two guys?
I personally do not. I know that we haven't seen much of Smith and Jigba lately, so I don't know if that makes anyone take pause. But it sounds like and it looks like he probably the best receiver in this draft.
He's really good.
I'd lean Johnston. I loved Njigba going into this year, but haven't seen a lot lately. But I can see Njigba. I'll keep it strong on him. I'd take him.
Okay. I will side with any conference over Big 12 wide receivers every time. So I'm fine with that.
The shout at Josh Gordon.
Oh no. What's he gonna do? Okay, so now we're at second round here. Musgrave is available.
Oh, what's the story with Luke Musgrave?
So he's coach's son, obviously. He got hurt last year, so he's limited to like 2 games, I think. He might be the most athletic tight end of the draft. He's just a fucking freak. He's super, super athletic. And I think he can block. Like I think people are discrediting his ability to block, but I think he actually can. That's why I put him ahead of Laporta.
I love
when
it.
I did my rankings.
Yeah, I like Musgrave here too. You need a tight end.
Okay. Let's go Musgrave. Then we got to go safety with the other pick.
Yep.
Antonio Johnson. Like I said, like I love Brian Branch. I said he's my favorite player in the draft, which is a lot because it's usually an offensive lineman. Antonio Johnson's not that far behind.
Let's do it.
And he can also play that nickel role if we want him to. Probably more of a box safety, but yeah. Oh yeah, we traded away our
The
third. Okay. Kobe Turner, interior pass rusher. We could go Randall Cropper will fall. So if we want to cheat the system here.
I like the interior run stopper.
I do too. Although
he's not a run stopper.
Oh,
pass rusher.
Did you say? Oh,
yeah, like
gotcha. I'm sorry, I thought you said stopper.
He would be like the Jaron Reed replacement.
Yeah, I'd still take him. I think we need a replacement there, and any interior defensive line is a good one. That's not true. I think, don't clip that.
that is true. You're correct. You're correct in saying that's not true. I think people are overlooking how big of a hole the Packers have on defensive line.
For sure.
Like I know we just lost Reed and Dean Lowry. It's not like it doesn't feel like we lost a massive playmaker or anything, but they were pretty solid for the majority of the year, even though Reed got a lot of flack because he wasn't as good as he should have been. But yeah, we're really hoping Wyatt is a stud this year. He has to be. Okay, so I mean Moreno Cropper is here still. We got 2 5th-round picks here. Zavala is a decent guard. He just can't really move that well. Hickman is he's actually pretty good safety. We could go for Hoko again because we didn't go edge rusher before.
Where are we?
Sure.
I can barely hear you, Luke, but
well, now
you hear Luke.
I
we can't hear you, Luke, but yeah, we're gonna do this.
Hello.
There we go.
Got you now.
My hand is over the mic. Sorry.
Oh, there we go. All right, Cropper.
No, that'll do it. Or do we go Yaya? Because his name's cool.
Well, we went haha, and he sucked.
He was cool for a
like
year.
One good season. Yeah. Okay.
Malik Cunningham.
I mean, I don't mind him. Diabetes is probably my favorite project in the draft.
Was he projected higher earlier? Has he ever been projected high?
You mean like previous years?
Yeah.
Maybe.
I know his name.
They say that.
I know his name, and I don't even.
I mean, he's really good. Yeah. He's a senior, so maybe he was before last year.
He's just been around.
Yeah, he has been. He's an athletic freak. To be completely honest, I think he's Quay Walker.
Oh.
But he's going in the 7th round, and I think they're very similar.
Except he probably won't get kicked off the field.
Probably not. He probably won't make it onto the field, but
We've talked
he's
about
still
it.
an athletic freak.
We've talked about it, but it's still crazy that Quay Walker was like going after the medical staff the week after DeMar Hamlin.
Yeah.
Yep.
And Devontae Wyatt also bumped the medical staff, like standing up for him.
Yep.
It's insane.
And both crashed cars, right? Or was Wyatt not part of the first crash car incident?
Wyatt was not.
Okay.
It was the Walkers.
Let's be honest. He probably crashed a car too. They just covered it up better.
Well, who hasn't crashed a car?
I mean, yeah, but Georgia does it different. To be fair. Do you guys want to go quarterback? I don't care.
Yeah, I want to go Malik Cunningham.
I agree.
Okay, that'll fit the Packers.
Antonio 2.0. Give me Hunter. Yeah, we need special teams.
Okay, we can get him. We can get him at 242.
Although Jadakiss is also an awesome name, to be fair.
Jadakiss Bonds. I mean,
that's like Jadakiss.
There's a few good names here. Okay, sure.
Jadakiss,
Hampton,
New York's finest.
Notable wide receiver factory.
Moody.
Do we want Moody or are we feeling a different one this time?
Maybe Smite. Is that how you pronounce his name? I like Smite.
Okay. Syracuse, sure.
I think it's Schmidt is his name.
I'm going to call him Smite. Have a name easier to pronounce. Get rid of some of those consonants, you loser.
Well, I hated that trade.
Yeah.
Don't really care because we got a very good wide receiver.
Stupid AI.
Yeah, no kidding. Okay, so we got our wide receiver 1. We got Musgrave to be our tight end, the move tight end. Antonio Johnson can be a box safety or a deep safety. We got Kobe Turner as an interior pass rusher. Fehoko can definitely beef up the edge rotation. Moreno Cropper is the slot. Malik Cunningham is going to be no threat to Jordan Love.
He'd be electric in preseason.
He will be.
He's going to sell some
lately
jerseys.
Have had those runners at quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like in recent seasons.
Do you guys remember? Speaking of runners in preseason, do you remember Lamar Jackson's rookie year? We played them and he hurdled Jair Alexander and scored a touchdown. Do you guys remember that?
No,
I do remember that.
That was a pretty sweet play.
But yeah, we don't need to do any more. I don't think. I think we're going to start doing these weekly. If we don't do it next week, after that it'll probably be weekly.
What are the biggest needs for the Pack? Like first round, what do you guys want? Not necessarily a player,
safety.
But what position? Safety?
It doesn't need to be first round because I do think there's really solid safeties through the first 75 picks or so. But like I think the top need for the Packers is safety. I think defensive line's the next biggest need. And then probably quarterback.
Yeah.
So like starter, QB1, maybe coach,
GM,
general manager, owner. Yeah, if we can find one of those. Offensively though, like the Packers need a tight end. It looks like they're gonna lose both Tanyan and Mercedes Lewis. Packers, thank God, have Tyler Davis back. Not sure what we would do. For whatever reason, he is like the Packers love Tyler Davis. Not the coaching staff, but the front office loves Tyler Davis.
Luke, you'll get this. He's like the Ed Cedar of the Packers. Ed Cedar was like a garbage third base coach for the Brewers, and it got to a point where people were wondering if he like screwed the GM's wife or something because he was around for years for garbage, and then he got fired when he got good. It was just incredible.
Packers didn't even draft him. That's why it's weird that they have that much loyalty. Derek wants to know how long we keep. Yeah, I know. Derek wants to know how long we keep LaFleur and Goot. Well, they signed extensions last offseason. If Jordan Love is unbelievably horrendous, there's a chance Goot's gone. because he has really hitched his wagon to Jordan Love. Obviously, like how he goes will really be what Gutekunst's career is essentially.
Yep.
LaFleur, if Jordan Love somehow is pretty good and the Packers stink, there's a chance LaFleur could go, I guess.
To be honest, I don't see LaFleur going. I mean, Levy going anywhere.
I think he's got the fans behind him.
I don't think he does. I think there's a chance if he continues to make terrible decisions as he has, it's going to be exposed more without Aaron Rodgers. And then if the rumblings for Rich Bisaccia to get interviews in other places, I think there's a chance he usurps LaFleur.
That would be awesome.
Agreed. The most realistic parting of ways for both of those people would be they're gone at the same time.
I think with both of them, I feel like 2 years. They get this year, and then next year, if nothing changes, they're out, which is probably what's going to happen unless they're horrible this year.
And the Packers offer Elliott Wolf every dollar possible to come back and get the job he was supposed to get the first time.
Right.
And
imagine how much different it would be if we just gave him the job. Like that alone would have changed so much.
So much. It would be night and day. Like there's so much that would be different. How do we fire Mark Murphy?
You can't.
No, he's safer than everybody because he makes so much. He's such a good businessman. He is not good at football, but he is good at making money, and that's what the board cares about. So
rightfully so.
Which is pretty easy to do when you're the Packers, but
it is. But they're also doing a good job at. I mean, it's all off-field investments, but like the ace in their pocket, what they can do every single time is if there's ever any project that needs to get done that they know will make more money, they can just open up the stocks again. Mm-hmm. And it's just an injection of millions of dollars into their pocket. Because I would assume now, and we'll be having a video or maybe a series coming out about this at some point, but the prices for the stocks have gone up quite a bit every single time they're released. Like, I think it's a legitimate chance that the stocks are 400 a piece next time. Like 350, 400 a piece, which is insane.
Yeah.
As long as the demand's there, why not?
Which there is. There'll never not be demand.
Right? This is the first time I think, like, they didn't sell their projected this time, which I think is the first time they didn't oversell what their projection was. Like, they were hoping to sell a lot more than what they did.
Interesting.
But no matter what, though, like the issue is, and it's not an issue. It's not for sure not an issue for the Packers. The people that will want to buy next time really bad are the same people that bought this time.
Yep. They're going to buy every time. So, I know for a fact Janet's going to buy at least 2.
Well, because there's a different year on each piece of paper every time. So it's a different collector's item. He has done 2025 retire. Murphy, like I think the way he's gone is a retirement. But yeah, I think he has the job until he doesn't want it anymore. Yep. Imagine, and maybe it won't happen in Green Bay because Green Bay is weird, completely different than anything else. But can you imagine if Titletown District keeps getting built up? You know, they got the housing, they got the restaurants, they got everything. And then imagine when they are allowed to put a casino, like a sports book, in Lambeau Field.
I know.
That's going to be insane. Mm-hmm. I'm not sure if it's going to happen, but.
Well, it'll be interesting to know where they put it because a lot of it is exposed to the outdoors, like the concourses. Maybe in that main atrium?
You know what? Just Titletown in general, what kind of sucks about it? After the game, there's nobody out there partying.
True.
Maybe it's just because of the season, but But definitely, if you get a sports book out there, get some TVs going, there'll be parties every single day of the week.
The sports book will be so packed.
Mm-hmm.
Like just to watch the Packer games. It'll be crazy. It'd be crazy.
Outside casino, I like.
It would be cool. Maybe put a lazy river in there or something. Go
Sweet.
around Lambeau.
Get rid of the ice rink. Put a lazy river there.
A lazy ice
Sure.
rink.
Fine.
That's also closed 90% of the time.
True. Anything else before we get out of here?
I don't think so, to be honest.
You feel bummed out talking about the Packers.
Yep. I was just about to say.
Like it's just not the same without Aaron Rodgers.
I know. Do you feel a little hopeless?
I'm telling you, when he was on McAfee and I was listening to him, I'm like, this feels like I'm going through a breakup.
Yeah.
It sucks.
And nobody won.
No.
Like nobody's feeling good. He doesn't want to leave.
No. Nobody wants to leave.
People are like, yeah, get him out of here if he doesn't want to play here. He said he did.
Many times.
Do players get to choose their bus, like who their jersey is for in the NFL? Like who their main team is?
They do in the MLB.
You're talking just Hall of Fame wise?
Yeah.
Like did Peyton Manning get to pick if he was a Colt or a Bronco?
Well, the bus doesn't show either way.
Because he would never do this.
Like if you read the bust, it says both teams.
He would never do this, but it would be hilarious if Rodgers put like one season with the Jets first. That would be a really great dig.
I mean, if he wins a Super Bowl, here's an interesting thing. If Aaron Rodgers wins a Super Bowl and then he plays another year and he makes it to an AFC championship, or he makes it to the Super Bowl and loses in that Super Bowl, his Jets career is more successful.
Yep.
You just described Peyton Manning's career.
Yep.
Exactly.
Except the Colts kind of tried.
Kind of. They weren't great either. Derek, these two follow the Brewers.
Yes, Derek, we do.
I don't know what baseball is, but I do have a fantasy baseball draft after.
Hell yeah.
He'll go to the Vikings. Man.
Aaron Rodgers needs to go to Detroit, man. Oh my gosh, that would be amazing.
He doesn't seem like a guy who would go to the Bears or the Lions or Vikings.
No, no.
He's got like an instilled hatred of them.
Well, I just don't think I don't think that part matters to him. Like that would involve, many more years of playing and stuff like that. Like I just don't think he has that part in him.
That's fair.
But I mean, maybe I wouldn't be against it. I would root for him.
Absolutely. Well,
yep.
No.
Yep.
I was a Vikings fan when Brett Favre went there.
No.
Like I had to. At that point, Brett was my favorite player. No, I mean, I was a Vikings fan also when I was a kid because I'm a natural heel. I didn't know any Vikings fans, so like diehard. It was a good year. I was a Vikings fan for 1 year. Got Chris Carter's autograph. Went and got a bunch of other stuff. And then I'm like, not for me. That was a Broncos fan for basically my entire life.
Gross.
What do you think about Gus and Bryce?
Gus went to high school with one of my sister's friends, so good for him. And shout out Bryce. Bryce is solid.
Yeah, love it both. Like them both. Both good young players.
Is CeCe Sabathia still pitching somewhere?
No,
he's like really in shape though. He's not fat anymore.
Yeah, I don't like him.
Bring back Bartolo, man. Bring back Cologne.
Hell yeah.
I do know him. That's one player I do know. Will you guys still follow Rodgers when he's playing for the Jets? Yeah. Absolutely. And honestly, every Packers fan should, because it's going to be a conditional pick involved. And if the Jets do better, the Packers will get more in return.
Yep.
So hopefully people support him.
The Jets are my second favorite team.
Also, with Aaron Rodgers gone, there's really no reason to cheer against him. Like, the main reason people cheered against him, I feel like here, is like they want him gone. Like, he's gone now. It's past. Cheer for him.
Yeah, I mean, that's not what it's going to be.
No.
I don't disagree. It'll be interesting. I don't know.
Let me.
I don't know what I want to happen. Like what? I don't know. What if Gutekunst was right? I think it's so far
Stop that
fetched.
right now. I'm shutting this shit down. Stop.
Hashtag Groot was right.
Stop it.
Let me
I
throw.
don't think he's fully wrong.
Sounds like you're turning, Zach.
Have you seen his draft, man? Yes, he is wrong.
Well, yeah, drafting wise, he's terrible. But
That's no different than anything else ever.
okay, you're right. But the only thing that was in my mind was Aaron Rodgers is difficult to work with,
I'm sure
which
he
is true.
Right.
But that's the only thing.
He's
Everything
also
else,
won 3
yeah,
MVPs.
sucks.
You should be difficult to work with.
Yeah, just not. Yeah.
He's
Yeah.
literally
But-
been the whole team.
He
Like,
has.
imagine if
Yes.
the Bucks, like think of Damian Lillard right now. Aaron Rodgers is basically the Damian Lillard of Portland or Green Bay.
But
Like, you
also,
don't give that man any help.
Lamar Jackson.
okay, but think about every time Aaron Rodgers gets invited into a meeting, it's like, okay, who are the players you want? And he names all these 35-year-olds every time.
Right.
It's
That's
like,
true.
Aaron, no. like, I understand there you can have one. Which one do you want? And he's like, Randall. Okay, fine. But yeah, I don't know. It's
Let me
I don't know.
let me throw this question at you guys.
Randy's here. Holy fuck.
Shout out Randy.
He's alive.
Randy.
Rodgers, he's leaving for sure. If you could pick anywhere that you want him to go, don't think about money or anything. Where would you want him to see him play?
Detroit.
Probably the 49ers.
Oh, that would be cool too.
No, I don't like the 49ers.
But then we know they're going to meet the Packers in the playoffs.
They're going to just kick the shit out of us.
Yeah. So what's changed, really? I mean, if you think about it.
I want to see him on the Dolphins.
With McDaniel, I'm guessing.
Yeah, with the team they have now. Guys, I did a whole 180 on Mike McDaniel. I love him now.
I don't mind McDaniel. I just
He's my
pictured
favorite.
everything in my mind, and I pictured Tua getting traded to the Packers, and I can't.
Well, yeah, we're not talking about that, but
Ooh, I will be the biggest Jordan Love supporter if it's Jordan Love and Tua quarterback room.
Maybe the cold is good for his brain swelling and CTE. We don't know.
Dude, he's the most unathletic football player of all time.
He can't fall.
No, at all.
Crazy.
It's insane.
The fact that he started MMA training to fix that now is insane.
He's stupid. I do believe Aaron Rodgers are good because they're saying two different things. I think there's truth in both. I believe Aaron Rodgers more.
Yep.
Favorite Easter food? I mean,
Cadbury eggs.
I mean, it's ham and cheese potatoes.
ooh, yeah. That's the correct answer.
Yep.
I was nervous you're going to say like Peeps,
I mean,
which I know you
part of
like.
the deal, but that's not the entree.
I am so excited for Peeps until I eat one.
Yep.
How is that possible? They're so good.
After 2, you
It's
just
too
end up
much.
throwing the whole box away. It happens every time.
Oh, yeah, you can't eat all 15 in one sitting.
They don't have a shelf life either. They're like so chewy afterwards.
They're like avocados. They're done after 2 days.
Do you go original normal flavor, or are you one of the people who are like, oh, let's try watermelon Peeps?
Yeah, I'm a psychopath. I try whatever the new flavor is. And
You love the advertising so much.
I do.
I love it.
But you know what's great about Peeps? I think I like bright colored advertising and stuff. And that's exactly
I know.
You're like a kid.
It's candy, man. How can you not like candy? I talk to people. No, I don't eat candy. What the fuck do you mean you don't eat candy?
Do you
I
go
agree
to
with
every
that.
restaurant that has a neon flashing sign?
On Oneida Street here in Green Bay, they all have neon flashing lights. It's kind of trippy to drive down at night.
Fair.
Especially the Arby's, they got their old the old retro one where it's a huge fucking neon sign with the hat and shit. It's pretty cool.
So if you had to do a quick Peeps ranking, what are the top 3?
I gotta think of what I've had. I'm sure if there was bubblegum Peeps, that would probably be number 1. I don't know if there is. If there is, I'd probably
I think
have
there
them.
is.
Yeah, then that would be number 1. They have like the. Do you guys like hot
It
tamales?
sounds so gross.
Do you guys like red hot
Disgusting.
tamales?
I've had those. I've had those Peeps. Those are good. The
Yeah.
cinnamon ones.
Yes, those are top 3. And then I like the cotton candy ones that I have downstairs.
Oh my god. It's just
We gotta
sugar.
wrap
It's
this
just
up.
sweet.
We
That's
got
what
right.
It's
candy
just a
is.
marshmallow, but sweeter.
That's what candy is, guys.
No, it doesn't have to be though.
I'm not eating bland ass candy.
You don't have to.
I'm
I'm
not
not
eating.
asking you to eat Werther's Originals out here. Just eat regular stuff.
I want some fucking flavor if I'm gonna eat some candy.
It's not a it's sweet. It's just sugar though.
Sugar is a flavor.
Would you rather have a Peep or like? Is there the egg Reese's peanut butter cup
No, Peep.
for Easter?
Peep. I like sweet more than chocolate.
Okay, where do jelly beans rank on your Easter
Top 3.
tier list?
I have a whole bag of the
Cotton candy flavored?
the jelly beans. What's the big brand of jelly beans? I can't think of it right now.
Jelly Belly.
Jelly Belly.
Yep. I love those things.
I like jelly beans until I bite into like a bubble gum one. But
You-
now every time
You guys are psycho. Those are the best ones. You
We
probably
gotta
like
put up a poll on Lombardi
and
Sweets
French
Twitter.
vanilla and buttered popcorn and shit.
butter popcorn's fine.
No, it's not. That's the worst one. Well, no, the coffee is the worst one.
What? That's the best one. Coffee?
I don't like coffee.
Well, then of course not.
Maybe if you put a fucking Peep in it, you can choke it down.
Man,
Yo, we need to get Luke coffee flavored Peeps.
no. I wouldn't
Peeps
use it.
flavored coffee.
Peeps
Randy
are-
wants to know have you had the Peeps Pepsi? Randy wants to know.
No, I didn't know that it existed.
Well, maybe you got time before the fantasy draft, I guess.
Also, we will be live on draft day, right? Maybe.
I don't know, because we do a lot of articles, but we can be if there's enough. If there's
If they
enough
pick
interest, we can.
earlier, that helps.
I mean, as soon as we have the Packers suck, you know that. So if we go live for like at like pick 12, we're gonna trade down to 25.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna ruin my night. Ugh.
The most
That would make
underrated,
for some great clips, though.
the most underrated jelly bean is top banana.
Is top banana?
Mhm.
Top like TOP?
Yeah, it just tastes like banana, but it's called top banana.
But, so there's a bottom banana?
I don't know. I didn't come up with the thing.
I
You're
think
great.
Luke takes third in food rankings and food takes now. This is ridiculous.
Kiwi's good too. The kiwi jelly bean.
I don't think I've had one. Top banana. The most important person in an organization
Mhm.
is a thing. Doesn't say there's a jelly bean flavored that though.
Really?
There-
Trevor, didn't you think there was like something you wanted to talk about next time we're on a stream about a food take that you realize you're wrong
Oh,
about?
yes. Yes. First of all, Derek, we will not be live for every day of the draft. It'll just be for the Packers pick.
I would love to be live for like day 2 and 3.
I can do that too.
Top banana?
Cream cheese. I need to apologize to cream cheese.
Weird. Yeah, no shit.
Cream
Yeah.
cheese is underrated. I was at work for Valentine's Day, and they had a Valentine's Day bake-off, and they had cinnamon cream cheese biscuits, and it
They're
fucking
not
slapped.
underrated. They're not underrated. Everyone loves cream cheese but you.
I disagree. Not everybody loves it. They're more like me out there. I'm trying to bring them in, you know? So I just want to apologize. Cream cheese in the right setting is good. All right?
Trevor,
Have you put it on a bagel yet?
No, I don't eat bagels. I've had food poisoning for a week.
You
What do
don't
you
eat
want from me,
bagels.
man?
what do you eat?
Nothing. I have food poisoning. What do you think?
We got Big Apple bagels here. Great. Cheddar bacon.
So good.
Cheddar bacon bagel. I get two of them
God,
every Sunday
that's in
morning.
Superior. I
You
drove back
guys
up
live
to
in a different
Superior a couple
country
months
up
ago
there.
for that.
Yeah, it's incredible.
You guys have the
So
cool
good.
stuff at Quick Trip. We don't have shit down here.
That's so weird. You don't have like a Western sandwich,
I wish we did. I would get it every time.
What the fuck is Western sandwich?
like a Western croissant. It's like an egg and pepper omelet on a croissant.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Okay, like a breakfast sandwich. Like,
Is it like it's called Western sandwich?
yeah, Western croissant.
I've never heard of that until right now.
Yeah, it's like eggs and with peppers in it, and then cheese on a croissant. Or you can get the bagel version, so it's on a bagel, but there's also a slice of ham
Interesting.
on the bagel one, but not the croissant one for some reason.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
I'm starting to come around on eggs, by the way.
They're good. I can understand why someone wouldn't like eggs, though. That's something I understand, but I love them.
Randy, underrated candy, circus peanuts.
No, stop it. Shut your mouth.
This was the first take you had, I think, that started everything.
They're so good.
They're not.
I can't believe they're banana flavored. I still don't
Crazy,
believe that.
isn't it?
Yeah.
Nerds ropes and nerds like clusters are underrated.
Okay.
Agreed.
Okay. I feel like take fives are underrated just because every time I bring them up, people are like surprised they still exist or they have never heard of them.
Yeah, I get that vibe from them too.
They're great.
Yeah, they're all right.
Where can you get that at? I don't even know.
The
You've said so many
Western,
things.
the Western sandwich. Get it north
Quick Trip.
Eau Claire, Quick Trip.
Yeah, I mean, I've gotten them everywhere I've gone. So apparently they're not in
Not Madison
eastern
or
part
Milwaukee.
of the state.
Not to delay the stream anymore, but do you guys like the mini tacos at Quick Trip?
I've
They
never
have
had
them.
them.
Oh, they're so good.
Yeah,
I don't think they have them down
No.
here. Like I said, we don't have shit down here.
They're so good.
apparently they have. I've seen it advertised that they have a chicken and waffle sandwich now, but I've
Yep.
never seen it
I've had it.
there.
They have them down here.
Have you? Like they have them here, but they've never been available when I've been there.
That's how jalapeno poppers are here.
Those are bad.
Are they? Okay, I wondered. I was gonna
Yeah,
get them, and I never got them.
so disappointing.
Interesting.
That and they have like mac and cheese bites. Those are also bad. I think.
Yeah. Their cheese
If I
stuff's
remember right. Yeah. Yeah, they are.
cheese curds suck.
Yeah. I don't know if I've had them.
They're like cheese nuggets. I don't know. They call them cheese nuggets, but yeah.
I mean, I'm not a huge deep fried cheese curd guy.
Yeah, agreed. The Snickers are much better. I'll take that to my grave.
Same. Are you guys on Facebook? We are cool. Fuck yeah. We're fucking
yeah.
epicest.
I'm on Facebook.
We got Let's
So,
Go Wisconsin.
Let's Go Wisconsin on Facebook, Lombardi Sweep on Facebook, Flurry Sports on Facebook. All us. We just launched Let's Go Wisconsin.com, Let's Go WY.com. It's going to be Wisconsin sports and all kinds of Wisconsin culture stuff. So we're talking Quick Trip right now. We got a Quick Trip taste test on there. We're going to be doing a Quick Trip hot item. What's it called? Hotspot tier list.
Hell
We're
yeah.
going to be doing that eventually on here. So yeah, any Wisconsin related things that you want to see, let us know. Luke's high school mascots is going to be posted pretty soon here. We got all kinds of cool stuff over there. Yeah, we're not really limited over there. Just all Wisconsin based stuff. You can listen to or watch or read Trevor's Milwaukee Brewers game day tips too.
Mm-hmm.
Give me an ad. It's a group, so you can
gotta
follow the group or page.
join
We
the
can't
group.
add you. Yep, just
Thanks
type
for the
them in.
invite, though, Derek.
Yeah. So I got nothing else. I got to go figure out what catchers.
Two
playing in
catchers,
the
baby.
MLB.
You know what's crazy? Sorry
Hmm.
to delay this even more. I hope this doesn't turn into a huge conversation.
No.
But
I really don't care.
Fortnite,
Go for it.
I'm back.
I've never played it.
Oh, it's made a huge
I
comeback.
play Apex. I play Apex Legends.
Oh, you're one of those people.
I don't know what that means, but yeah.
No, I don't know. I don't know. I used to play Fortnite a lot, and then apparently everyone stopped playing, and then I started playing again, and apparently it's a thing again.
Is Ninja
Like he's
a
back.
person again now?
Yeah,
Huh. Interesting.
the whole culture is back up, baby.
Maybe it's time for me to get in there. I don't think it will be, but
Fortnite
maybe.
crazy, man.
We'll do Let's Go Wisconsin
Yeah, it
Fortnite
is.
streams.
Hell yeah.
Honestly, if we all play, it could be kind of fun.
It would be very fun. I always die very early, so it would be great.
I mean, I can't imagine I'm good. I literally have never played it. People who do play have played pretty much the whole time, I feel like.
Very true.
Best soda, Randy wants to know.
Dr. Pepper.
Yeah, Dr. Pepper's up there. Barks root beer, Mountain Dew.
Berkshire beer is good. I'm just a Coke guy. Give me a Coke. I like cherry vanilla Coke too, especially with whiskey.
I like Pepsi.
Too sweet, but that checks out. It's on brand for you.
Mm-hmm.
Try the Peeps Pepsi. Apparently,
Yeah, I didn't know that was a
you're gonna
thing.
love it.
I mean, that will be my next adventure here.
Yeah, I mean, it's just marshmallow flavored. It's liquid marshmallow.
I'm sure it's good if they're selling it.
I'm sure it's fine. Yeah.
They
Well,
sell
that's not
cotton
true.
candy Peeps, so I don't know about that.
Did you ever try? I don't think it was just called cinnamon, but it was like a cinnamon Pepsi. It
Yeah,
was supposed to taste like. Did you like that?
I mean, I didn't like it, but I didn't hate it.
It's the worst thing I've ever had. It hurt. It burned. It was like Pepsi and a Fireball. I was almost said Red Bull.
That was before
It
I
was
had.
supposed-
If I drank it now, I would absolutely probably slit my throat because I hate Fireball. But that was before
I'm not a huge fan.
I got really sick on Fireball in college.
I feel like everybody did.
And on that note,
yeah, we'll be doing streams more often now. I would guess we're gonna try to be doing a Packers mock draft stream pretty much every week. And yeah, so if you're watching on YouTube, definitely subscribe to the channel. If you're on Twitch, I would love to start doing more Twitch stuff.
Hell yeah.
To be completely honest, especially after I move. Hopefully I can figure out how to do that. But yeah, especially if the new Madden's fucking cross-platform. That'd be pretty cool. So Luke, who's on a PS4, can play with people on PS5, which apparently is too difficult to do.
I can't play you guys on a Switch? I have a Switch.
I don't think so.
Fuck.
Not Madden. Pretty much every other game.
Crap.
I think FIFA's cross-platform, right?
Never played it.
I think it is. Okay. I mean, I can't. Trevor's like frozen but blurry but nodding, so I don't know like where he is.
yeah, I'm fine on my screen. So
it was good to be back on stream. I'll say that.
It was. So we will be back next week, probably sometime. Maybe we'll see. Who knows? If you don't subscribe, you won't know. Bye.
Peace.